Dear viewers, greetings of the day. This video is made to demonstrate how to write a case study report. First point, title of the project. You have to give a proper suitable title to the case study report. In that, you have to keep in mind title should clearly define the case study topic. It should be relevant. It should have some relevant technical terms. And most importantly, be specific. Don't give overly broad titles to the case study. Keep it formal as well as objective. That is the important thing. Also ensure that title matches the core focus of the report. So whatever is in the report, that should get reflected with your title. So this is about the title of the case study report. Next to that, you have to provide one certificate page. In that, you people are going to declare whatever report you have done that was for the examination as a part of TA or CIE. So certificate format will be shared with you. In certificate page only, you have to provide your name, roll number, institution or department. Also include submission date. Next point with which we are going to start the actual report is abstract. The abstract is a small summary related to the report, and in that you have to provide whatever are the physical problems, what a methodology is adopted in the report, findings of the report as well as conclusion in short. Abstract should be around 150 to 250 words, not less than that and not more than that. 250 words is the maximum limit. Next, you have to provide introduction of the case study. Introduction part will be at first. In introduction, you have to provide background information which will specify what is the context for the physics related problem. Then you have to provide objective. In that you have to mention what is the aim of this particular report. Then importance of study. In that you have to explain how the present term or case study is relevant in physics. Then a broader scope you need to define in the introduction part. Then you are going to give theoretical framework. In theoretical framework, you have to mention in given case study what are the different physical principles that are involved, and detailed discussion about that will be done in theoretical framework. Along with physical principles, whatever are the relevant equations, formulas, that you have to provide with proper explanation. Along with that, try to include some necessary terms that are useful for the given case study. If you are using pre-existing theories, then cite the sources, and citations you need to describe in the reference section. That will be the last part of the case study. Next to that, you have to provide methodology or experimental details of the instrument that you are going to use for the case study. In that, first you have to describe how the instrument is, what are the different components of instrument, try to include its figure, and then you have to mention how the data is collected or analyzed by the given instrument. Next to that, mention experimental setup, simulations, and mathematical modeling used in that particular instrument. If some assumptions are there with respect to study, that also be included in the methodology. Next part of the case study is case analysis and discussion. In that you have to provide what was the instrument and how data is collected and what kind of output it is giving. Experimental output related discussion should be there in this particular section. With respect to that instrument, if there are certain kinds of available data, graphs and calculations that you have to provide in this section, and you have to give their detailed discussion. Also try to compare your data with the previous studies. Discuss if there are certain kinds of errors, uncertainties in the examination, and if there are some limitation that should be provided. Try to give practical applications of the study that you may see in your day-to-day life. The second last portion of the case study should be the conclusion. In conclusion section, you have to again summarize the findings. In abstract also, I have mentioned that you have to give the summary related to report. But in conclusion, you have to conclude your report. And according to that, you have to summarize the key findings of the report. Next to that, you have to state how the findings support or it is not supporting the theoretical expectations. Is there any future scope related to the given parameter of the case study? That also you have to provide in the conclusion part. And the last portion of the case study should be references. Whatever textbooks, journal articles or online sources used in the case study, in making case study, their references you have to provide in the reference section. So this is all about the case study report. You have to work on the 9 parameters that I have mentioned in the case study, and according to that you have to prepare the report. Hope things are clear to you. If you are having any kinds of doubt, kindly put it into a comment box so that I can answer. Thank you. Thank you for your patience listening.